So one thing I want to step back a bit, right? Your first book, 50-Foot Blockchain, right? You wrote that in 2017, right? And which was also in another big era of where Bitcoin actually broke or entered into the $20,000 range. And at the time, that was a huge move, right? That was really big. A lot of people invested into crypto, and at that time, and Bitcoin specifically, and we're investing in all these little projects that we're building on the top of Ethereum and doing these ICOs. And you, in 2017, in the bull run, actually wrote the book and saying, this is all a Ponzi, this is a scam, How did you're going against the grain here, telling everybody, guys, don't put your money in this is really bad. How did you describe the reactions you had to deal with going against the current in a market where we're all high on hopium and sort of living on that, right?
I started the book in 2016 when nobody cared.
Yeah.
I was just writing a book about this amusing thing, which I knew about a bit because I'd hung out on Reddit Buttcoin for a few years.
Yeah.
And I expected to sell 300 copies because that's what a self-published book sells. If you've got decent social media, you can sell about 300 easily. More than that, you're a winner. It came out when I finished it, it was like, oh, this bubble started. And I did, in fact, realize that a lot of ordinary investors who have no idea how this stuff works were going to get skinned.
Yeah.
And that's actually quite bad. And I feel I need to speak out about that. So I sort of took the book I'd written, wrote it from that perspective. That was the point of the book, to warn people, and tried to make it comprehensible to ordinary people, and it took off. And it's sold like somewhere over 15,000 now, which is pretty good for a self-published book on Kindle.
Yeah.
It's still going. I reread it recently, and it's still relevant because it's not about the details. Like, I think quite often the best book ever written about Bitcoin and about cryptocurrency is Extraordinary Popular Delusions by Charles Mackay. That came out in 1841.
Okay.
It's a book about, it's the book that popularized the Dutch tulip bubble. He also talked about the South Sea bubble, which, of course, is still taught in schools in the UK. John Law's Mississippi land scheme. All these irrational exuberances, asset bubbles.
Yeah.
That's what it's a book about. It's psychology of getting rich for free. I think that's a very important thing to talk about with crypto, because for the last year and a half, what's all the marketing been? It's been get in while you can, fear of missing out, get in on the ground floor, fortune favors the brave. Are you brave enough to give me all your money? That's been all the marketing. There's been a bit of people talking, well, I think it's a store of value in the future, but mostly it was getting rich.